Hi, I'm Michelle Peterson, and this is my personal introduction. A little bit about me. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see a picture of my family. That is my little son, Brody. He is almost 2. And then my husband, Nick, and then myself. We are also expecting another little one in November. So we'll be growing by 1. We're not sure the gender yet. We find out in a couple weeks, so we're pretty excited about that. My husband and I have been married for 4 years. Before we got married, I was born and raised in Nebraska. I'm a Cornhusker. I lived in a small little town of about 700 people. Went to the same school for all 13 years, and then when we got married, I moved to Kansas. So that's what brought me here. In the center here, you see a picture of a school. This is the school that I've been working at for the past 4 years. It's called Richard Seitz Elementary, and it is found on the Fort Riley military base here in Kansas. I have been there this will be entering into my 4th year. I've taught 4th grade all of those 3 years that I've been there. It's a decent sized school. There are about 600 kids, approximately anywhere from 6 to 4 teachers per grade level. We are a K through 5 school. Big school. All kids that attend this school are all living on the base, so we deal with a lot of that kind of issue. Down here, I'm getting my master's in instructional technology. This is actually my last class before I take my practicum, and I'm done in this fall. So really excited about that, to finish that up. When it comes to knowing about school laws and the federal laws and stuff, due to my principal side of it, I think they know a lot, but they don't really have any way to teach us, I guess. I know a couple issues that have come up in the past with me. I've gone to them, and the first thing they said, well, let's contact the lawyer. Let's look it up in this book or something like that. So they have the information, but as for them teaching their staff about some of these things, I wouldn't say they do a real great job about it. I say we have 3 principals, 1 principal, 2 assistants. So it just kind of depends who you talk to. But we do have, each principal does focus on a little bit different of areas. So we have trainings that are done by different principals when it comes to 504s and special ed and things like that. So all of those different things, they know it. I don't know if they know it right off the top of their head without looking it up, but they don't have a real good way of teaching us as a staff. So when it comes to me, I know from the few trainings that we have, I've dealt with 504s in my classroom, so I know quite a little bit about them, I guess, not a lot. I've dealt a little bit on the special education side, so I know a little bit about that as well. But for the most part, when it comes to the laws, I don't know much. I have to seek advice. I have to go out, reach out to people, find out the rights and the wrongs, and then go from there. But as for a plan, I think the best way to get good at this is by researching and reading different things. And I think this class is going to offer just that. It's going to give me a lot of information, and this is a time where we don't make a lot of time to sit down and just read some of these things. So this is going to be a good time for me to sit down and take that time and be forced to take that time to learn up on these different really important rules and laws. And the last thing is just to reach out to others. There's so many people with so many knowledge. There's so much knowledge, especially in our school, in our district, around me daily. If I just reach out and ask questions, I'm sure I'll probably learn a lot more. Thank you.